What's your opinion? Like, there are people who say don't mix business with pleasure or friendship with money. What do you think about
Even
mixing?
family.
Yeah, or even family.
I agree with that.
Unfortunately.
Like, there are people who you can't do it with just because of how different you might be. But then I've also seen, particularly I think in the family space, I've seen it not work out.
Do you know what I think the issue with family is? May believe money for borrowing is money for borrowing, and money for giving is money for giving. And we need to be clear on, if then you come and tell me, I'd rather someone comes and tells me, but they just give me, help me out here. Like, if I had $1 for every time someone has even just, like, ameniona hivi na tuko kwa event na aende.
Why are you running? Why are you running? Yeah? You owe me money. You have to give me back my money.
If you found out that a close friend, again, that you were doing business with has been dishonest, how should you go about it?
For one, I'd just be so sad and disappointed.
I've lost friends because of that. And I think they were very shocked because we were very close. And they were like, really?
This is it, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this is it, because it's not about the money.
Yeah.
It's the principle behind it.
The other day, someone challenged me about this, and they were like, why is it that when, with the cheating specifically, it is always very, very, like, done. There cannot be room for negotiation, room to know what happened, where they were coming from, where they were going. It's just cheat that. Why?
I think there's a level of pride also attached to people will know my husband cheated. I had this statement among married circles. You'd rather cheat on me with a woman in Saudi Arabia than someone close to...
Welcome to another episode of the Chilish Pod with Suzanne,
Rispa,
and Nelly.
Welcome, and we are very happy to have you here. It's been amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed last week's episode on money, and we're going to be building up on that today as we just continue to explore the whole dynamic of money in friendship situations. As per usual, we are shooting at Sarova Pan-Afric. If you don't already know, Sarova is one of the leading chain of hotels in Kenya, and they've actually been here for 50 years. Did you actually know that?
50. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's been 50 years since Sarova launched the brand. And today I want to introduce you to Sarova Imperial Hotel in Kisumu. It was recently renovated, so it looks very fresh. It looks really new, and the service is equally as good as us guys have been sharing with you guys. We've really been enjoying the services here at Sarova Pan-Afric. So if you're around Kisumu area, feel free to check out Sarova Imperial Hotel. It's the perfect place to stay while in Kisumu, and it's conveniently located near the airport and in the buzzing Kisumu city. It's perfect for businesses, conference, and even leisure. All right, so let's get into today's discussion. So obviously last week we discussed friendship and money, especially in the area of transitions. So today we also wanted to build up on that to talk about friendships and money, but in the area of doing things together. So investing and saving together. That's something I genuinely feel like as the three of us, we've done really, really well. Of course, we'll be talking to you guys about that much later in the episode. So if you'd like to get some pointers and tips from us in terms of how we were able to align, keep watching. But for now, I think I want us to, first of all, start with your opinions on friends mixing money. I'm personally of the opinion that it should not be something that is taboo. Like, it should be something that you can comfortably do. So I think maybe I can start with you, Nelly, in terms of what's your opinion? Like, there are people who say don't mix business with pleasure or friendship with money. What do you think about mixing?
Even family.
Yeah, or even family.
I agree with that.
Unfortunately.
I agree with that. I don't think it should be something you could do with just anyone.
Yeah.
So I understand people who can't mix friendship and money or family with money, because been there, done that. I have seen the other side. So I agree with that. it's not every friend you can have money conversations with or invest together or do money with. And not every family member you can do that with. So I would say there are some who you can, and it doesn't mean there's something wrong with the people you can't do that with. It's just, it's not working.
The dynamic is not,
So I am of that opinion.
Okay, and you? Community.
Whether or community.
With her community.
With your community.
Well, guys, remember our haters will hate. I think I agree with Nelly. Like, there are people who you can't do it with just because of how different you might be. But then I've also seen, particularly I think in the family space, I've seen it not work out. So I'm cautious about it. I'm even sometimes I even wonder how now my siblings and I will do money together. So far it's looking like we tunaelewana. You know, there's the mutual love of family, but then there's the aspects of, do we have like the same principles? Do we consider things the same way that could allow for us to do things together? So that is something I'm actually really, my senses are heightened. I guess because we are growing. So we are like, we probably want to do things together and stuff. But I agree with Nelly. There are people who, venye tu mko, it doesn't allow for you guys to do things together.
So what has your experience been, Nelly, with, I know for us we've done a bit of investing, a bit of business together. What has your experience been doing money and business outside of this circle?
Hey, it's non-existent.
Crickets.
I'm trying to see if, honestly, I cannot pick out a friendship outside this that I am actively doing money with someone together. Just because I don't think our values align. Like I said in the previous episode, for me, money is beyond money. Money for me touches on other deeper issues that people fail to address. So by the time I am mixing my money with you, we've gone beyond certain interactions and we are on a deeper level in the relationship for us to bring in money. So for me, money is just, it's not just ni pesa tunaweka pamoja. It's how do I see you handle your money? How do I see you treat people with money, treat people without money? How do you even handle, if I've given you pesa kidogo, as people term it, or pesa nyingi, how you handling that? Are you communicating that there's a standing debt that we have with you before we start talking about, oh, let's go buy land together?
It's the ignoring of debt for me.
Exactly.
I'm already triggered. Inanirudisha mahali.
It's not just let's invest together. For me, there's so many layers before we get to that point. And unfortunately, I don't think I've had any other friend that we have peeled those layers enough to feel, okay, we can do a lot together financially. Even family.
Even family.
I feel like there's a lot of vulnerability here. And it's like an intentional build up towards iyo kuinvest pamoja. For me, I think it's also just because we'd never get to the place of materializing those. Like, you'll banter with someone and be like, oh, by the way, we should do something together. And then that's just about it.
That has actually been my experience. I feel like I've explored, not in many, just like in just a few. With family, no, not at all.
I say, do we need to unpack this family situation?
We don't even need to. Most people just don't invest with their family. Do you know what I think the issue with family is?
So, do I do goal setting? Yes, I do. But not in a very structured manner. So, we set goals at the beginning of the year. I do it at the beginning of the year, like everyone in January. But I narrow down to very specific achievable goals. So I don't do the whole spiritual goals, physical goals, financial goals, and whatnot. So that's how I set my goals. Not as structured, but I only focus on 1 or 2 goals. What do I think about vision boards? I've always wanted to do vision boards, but I never got around to doing it because, one, the whole placard, looking for photos, snipping them, the physical workload of vision boarding, it's never really been my thing. 2, I've always associated vision boards with people who manifest things, and I'm not a very big promoter of manifesting things. I believe in working for things. So I've always had a very misconstrued opinion or attitude towards the actual vision board and having it sit somewhere so that you're looking at a car that you want to buy. So I've never associated that with the practical bit of putting in the work to get what you have put there on the photo, on the vision board. So I think for me, I'm excited about the brunch we're going to have on the first Sunday of December at Sarova Panafric. So we wanted to have a nice short brunch just to meet the community, meet you guys, get to interact with you guys a little bit. But in between that, we thought it would be a nice way to start off the year because it's December going into 2026. We thought, let's meet together probably and have a vision board brunch. So we'll meet together, get guided on how to do the vision board. And the goal is at the end of the brunch, every one of us is going to go home with an actual vision board to go and set it somewhere in your living room, in your bedroom. So I'm excited about that. So I hope you will join us on the 7th of December at Sarova Panafric, and we are going to have a brunch and vision board setting. Karibu.
I think it is first of all, when Nelly mentioned the ignoring, if I told you how many times a family member has, may believe money for borrowing is money for borrowing and money for giving is money for giving. Yeah. And we need to be clear on if then you come and tell me, I'd rather someone comes and tells me, but just help me out here. Like not like a loan. But then you see when someone tells me, loan me the money, in my head, I know it's an agreement. Yeah. The money will be paid back. Like if I had $1 for every time someone has even just, like ameniona hivi, natuko kwa event, na aende.
Why are you running? Why are you running? Yeah? You owe me money. You have to give me back my money.
Because it's almost like, or we will even hang out, but there'll be no mention of it. We both know, and we both know there's
so it's just eyeballing. Like
then now add the emotions attached to family. I think the emotional bit of it is what makes it difficult with family, because now the family bond can easily be broken because someone will misconstrue or misunderstand you trying to ask them the money back. You get like it will be like, and then now guys also the judgment that comes with, but this is your
family.
But this is you get, so it's almost like I'm not allowed to deal with them shrewdly
because
they're family. So I feel like because of that issue, I avoid, because now itabidi tu surrender. Yeah. Like you
now for me, I saw a hack that has worked. I said kitambo for especially family members because it's family that has the tabia mbaya ya kuomba pesa na kuturudisha. Yeah. So I have applied it over the years and I tell you it has worked for me. So
like I'm about to just number 7 will shock you.
You see how people borrow and this person will not pay you back. Yeah. But they have come with the front they're coming with is a loan.
Yeah.
Nisaidie nitakurudishia. So what I do, and it has helped with setting boundaries. I know you won't pay me back the 1,000 shillings you've asked. I'll give you the 1,000 shillings. And I will forget about it because I've given you knowing you'll never pay me back. But I make you be aware that I'm expecting you to pay me back.
Yeah.
So you will not pay, definitely. Time will pass by. You come back and be like, oh, nisaidie na. I'd be like, but you didn't pay me back my 1,000 bob. That has closed the door for that person to ever borrow you money again.
Yeah.
When you I've dealt with that with so many of my family members. I don't ignore it, and I do not let it be awkward.
Yeah.
We will continue being, but there's that unspoken thing between me and you. You know you'll never ask for money from me, and I know you will never until you pay me back. So there are some people who that has worked in the sense that they never ask for money again. But there are also those that went and probably had a recollection with themselves and were like, hey, here's their 1,000 bob. So now they come to me and they're like, help me with 2,000, but akisina, like uko nayo ya kunipea. Now you see we are having a good, like we are teaching each other.
We are being honest also.
Yes.
Like I won't return.
So that has helped me with maintaining the relationship, but also closing doors on people who are just ill-mannered.
I hear you. Yeah. I think mine is similar to what Triswa is saying, that I think now the areas outside of family, what I've explored, it's a lot of na tutafanya. Like it's, we'll sit down and then we talk about it, but you see the follow through of actually getting the thing done or at least starting.
Yeah.
It's like
which is I think it's a dynamic that I really appreciate about us. Like for one reason or the other, you won't feel like you're the one who's pushing something so much more than the others. It's always like almost equal.
And especially when we make up our minds that okay, we are doing it.
We actually do it.
Just proceed.
Yeah. So have you successfully done anything outside of this circle?
No, I'm not. I have not.
Tukose Moza. All right. So I want to give you 2 hypothetical situations before we talk about how we've been able to invest together.
Okay.
So say you have a very, very close friend who you are already aware of that they have poor money habits, either because of your experience with them or things you've had or witnessed about them. Then this person comes to you with a proposal for business or like sasa tufanye kitu pamoja. And I want to provide context in the sense that you still want to keep this person as a friend, but you absolutely would never do business with them. Like just because of what you know about them. How do you navigate that conversation, Rispa?
Tanitoka tu.
Utasema nini? Like how should someone handle that?
No,
like
not
I'm
how
already,
should,
how would
I
you?
will.
Yeah.
It might not be the best way.
Utasema, wewe na venye ulipangi madeni?
Yes. Yes. Maybe not in that tone.
But that's the tone you usually correct us in, Rispa. Like you are just direct.
Yeah. Nitakwambia tu. Lakini in light of 1, 2, 3 issues, are you sure we should be doing this together? Hivyo.
Naitende hivyo tu. You?
Yes.
Why are you laughing? Because me, I know how I would do it. Avoid.
I think I'd just mirror what Rispa is saying.
Yeah.
But if someone out there is not courageous enough, you could just say no without necessary. If you don't want to pinpoint their poor money habits, just
because that's
reject
the reason
offer.
I'm rejecting the offer.
Because they'll keep offering. If you don't say
Yeah,
a hard no,
exactly.
they'll keep
coming up.
offering, and you're still ignoring, dodging me, and then now it's becoming awkward. And you've said you don't want to lose this friendship.
Yeah.
So I'd rather either you have the balls to just say you have poor money habits, like we
And
should
not just-
address it,
Not
and maybe
vague.
help. Yeah, not vague.
Just pick
Pinpoint.
something out. Yeah. Don't
Like
be
this
vague.
instance, like you're not good with money. I can plug you with Coach Susan. Then maybe we
Yeah,
can go into
exactly.
investing together.
Yeah.
But I think you should just give it a hard.
Coach Susan, what would you do?
I am a recovering people pleaser. One thing I know is that I wouldn't accept it, but I don't think I would have the balls to immediately say no. I'm learning to do that now, but I think I would first of all tell you, like, I would stall. So I would tell you, let me think. I already know it's a no, but instead of like in an effort to try and land it softly, I will not like immediately say no. I will just tell you, okay, let me think about it. Let me
talk to my husband.
Aki, I wish. My God, let me talk to my husband. You get, but like,
wait, now that question, leaning to that, do you get a lot of offers now that you're in the money space of let's do this, even from clients or like potential clients, like people you don't know,
especially
random
people I do not know, and that thing shocks me every day.
So people actually offer to
Want
do
you to do
money with you.
Mbaka niko tu like, do you people realize that when just because someone is online and you really like their content and you feel like you vibe with their content, you really don't know them? Like, and we don't know each other like that, because for someone telling me, in fact, there's someone who sent me a DM another day and told me that I have 800,000 and I saw there's a job I did with a company, and they're like, I want us to do something similar, but then now on our own, just me and you. And then he went ahead and built an app. First of all, you don't even know that's what my husband does for a living. If I needed an app,
It's right at home.
you know, like he went, imagine.
He was willing to give you 800,000.
Yes,
we
and-
do a business
and he
together.
built an app and customized it.
Flyer.
Yeah. So even
Now
when
you
he
have
was
vision.
then when he was sending now the proposal, alikuwa ameshaenda yo extra mile. And I was like, I just met you right now on email. Like I
You
don't
know, like,
know you.
dear, it's nice to meet you.
Then I think maybe we can talk about this another day, especially because we are all also professionals in our own different fields. I genuinely feel like how people propose business to each other needs to be talked about. Because I don't think there's anything wrong with someone suggesting, but I think, there's how you come. It's like, I don't expect someone who's a complete stranger to pitch business to me the way you would.
Yeah.
Like, so some people come like that, like, nikan tunajuana. You get, so you're assuming so many things that, first of all, I'm interested. Yeah, like on the bare minimum that I'm interested. Second of all, that I've
not done
that I am also shrewd. They're also assuming you are shrewd with your money. Like because there's perception and there's what you teach and what you...
Yeah. The second hypothetical question, if you found out that a close friend, again, that you were doing business with has been dishonest, how should you go about it? Like, I think there's a scenario I told you guys earlier about some people who are doing Airbnb together. And then, like, the person who was actually dealing with the money and the financials was not really honest. Like, while bookings are supposed to be done on the app, like they were taking private, or how even in a shop, say we've done a shop together, and then it's ours, but then you go to, let's say, Kamukunji, you get your own stock, you come and sell your own stock.
So naka hapo dead.
And that's very common.
Zako na mamako. Ulionea nini? I stopped doing chicken business with my mother. No. Because kuku zangu tu ndo zinakulangwa na mwewe. Aleta kuweka kuku na mamake.
Oh my God. That is so sad.
That is sad. So in this hypothetical situation, I want to hear two things. How you would handle it. And remember, this is not just Anna, because it's like us. It's us, correct? So you found out that someone has been dishonest. How would you go about it, and how do you think that should happen in a friendship, Nini? Especially because, let me actually add a bit more context. I want us to work with a benefit of doubt kind of a scenario where maybe some situation in your personal life has pushed you. Because sometimes I feel like people, at the bottom of it, there's this yes, this is dishonest and it is wrong. Yeah. But people do questionable things when they are pushed. So I am trying to see, how would you get to the bottom of the reason why, or how would you handle it in that scenario?
For one, I'd just be so sad and disappointed. I'd be so sad. Like,
it's such a feeler.
We'd be mad. Like, I wouldn't be. That wouldn't be my first
broken. I'd broken. I'd be disappointed. I'd be like, oh my God, now our friendship is at this place.
Sasa tunaibiana pesa.
Yeah. And then now I think for sure, I'd bring it up. It might be different because now you guys are my closest friends. So I might not be as forward as brash, maybe not forward, because I think I'd still be forward, but I'd be like, I think I'd also sit with myself and try to think, huyu dem anaweza kuwa anapitia nini, ndio afike place anatudanganya na anatuibia what is nianze kufikiria your husband,
is it what's going
what am I missing? Because it's you guys. And then I would just ask, like, yo, what's going on? Banona, why do you think it's okay to do this? And why did you perceive we wouldn't be okay with you just coming out and telling us, like, you did money? To the extent of saying, guys, can we be just channeling 60% of this money for the first 5 months to me?
Or even, guys, I know we have a shop for selling clothes, but I've seen there are dishes in Kamukunji. Can I just add my stock since we already have a store? Then because I'm like, in this space, I don't think one of us would bring something forward like that and just be shot down. So I'd be very concerned. In other circles, then the other circle, the lawyer response would come out.
Did you have your phone in the chamber?
Yes, but until 1 p.m.
Did you have a phone in the chamber?
Yes, it was somewhere around.
Did you have a phone in the chamber?
Yes, but for only 2 hours.
So you're trying to say you had a phone in the chamber?
The lawyer would arrive.
That is my bid.
Okay. Mimi, I think I'd be really angry. Like, my first reaction is, especially because there are things I do not expect from close friends. Like, the anger would be, kama we unaweza nifanyia hivi.
Sembuse.
Heish. Huku nje watu wataniua.
I used to look up to you. Bro.
they'll make me dry because I feel like there are relationships that should maintain the sanctity of that safety. Like if I'm not safe here, where else am I safe? Like if you people can rob me, no. Like so for me, I think this honesty, I'd be really angry. Like my first reaction would be anger, and I genuinely feel like unless there's a really valid explanation, the friendship would be over for me. Now, for me, that's something that would end a friendship. Like, even if everything else for us is working out, and that's the only thing that happened, it would be our friendship would die on that hill.
Delete number.
Yes. Blocks. Yeah. Because I feel like, you see, like when Nelly says that it's a sign of other things, like how you deal with money. I would really overthink it. And then it's like a cheating husband.
Would you file a
I wouldn't be able to. Yeah, I would file a police case. Like, okay, maybe sasa kama ni nyinyi.
Mimi pale kwa OB.
Unaona kama ni nyinyi. Tuseme tu tutakosana but sitaingiza police. But now if it's anyone else, I think I would, because it's no. Like for me that's a deal breaker.
Don't mess with Susan's money.
Yeah, that's for me that's a deal breaker.
Kama sisi tunaweza nini tutaambiwa block.
Like that's what I'm saying, unless there's a really like where you tell me I don't know. But
is there a reason that would even make sense to you?
Maybe it's that your Shylocks are threatening to decapitate you. You get that kind of trouble. You get like yani uko in so much financial trouble that it will put your life at risk. Because I don't think anything justifies stealing. Like I think it's just a value. Like stealing, especially because we are friends. You can borrow, you can loan.
Like there are so many ways you
there's
could
so many options.
Especially if you're saying a close. That's why for me, I can't fathom it personally. I don't even know how to react because I don't see how that is happening. Yeah. Because like I said, for me, money is beyond money. So it's the stealing, it's the lying, it's the cheating. So for me, it's not the money. Yeah. It could be you stole 10 million, you stole 10 more, but for me, it's the principle behind it. So for me to just be, I don't know what would be happening. Like, we are not friends then.
Exactly.
And that's why now for me in other circles, I've lost friends because of that. And I think they were very shocked because we were very close. And they were like, really?
This is it. Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this is it because it's not about the money.
Yeah.
It's the principle behind it. So for me, it's not, like money is a very, growing up, it's you see like CRISPR, like you have it, you don't have it. Like for me, money is not that heavy. In terms of for life, it's a tool of trade. You can live without it. And money comes, money goes. Because I've seen it coming and I've seen it going.
Exactly.
And I've experienced both and I've been happy in both.
Like Paul, you can be content in
let me tell you
somebody.
Let me tell you that verse speaks to my soul.
Yeah.
Because for real, you can be content without money. And I have seen miraculously money appearing and money just like money is just. So for me, it's the principle behind it.
Why did you think it was okay?
Like ulikaa chini ukaona it is me you will lie to. It is something that you sat and you decided, of all the options I have, let me lie to her. Let me, it was intentional. It was day to day. It's a lot. Like it's not the money for me. So I have lost friendships because of that. Yeah. Because of a disagreement with money. And they still paid the money back.
But
it
can never go back. I can never.
Why is that though? Especially for the ones who have paid the money back and are like, some even they acknowledge and be like, I did this because of 1, 2, 3. I see the effort.
So for me, I was told I am harsher with friendships outside the three of us. You see, there's a level of grace, I think, and I believe it's true. There's a level of grace I give the two of you.
Me too.
That I do not extend outside there.
Yeah.
And by the time I am opening up to people outside two of you, there's also a level of kuna mahali nimekuweka.
Yeah.
Na kuna heshima nimekupatia. So for you to lose that and lose it kabisa in my heart, it's so hard to get back to it. Because I have worked so hard to get there with you. And I'm just like, niko na nguvu ya hii friendship. Apana.
For me, it's an issue of broken trust.
Yeah, like it's so hard.
Like it's like unipe watoto, please. Like yani hatutaweza.
Tena na watoto umeinsist.
No, it's
because
like younger, the permanency you get. Like I don't.
Like,
There's a permanency in like in our relationship. I feel like we've already established we want to do life together, which is why I think what Nelly is saying about how much grace we extend to each other, because we've had nasty disagreements, fights. We keep having them, but I think the grace we have towards it, it's and that's for me. I think I equate long-term platonic relationships, not equating, but I liken them to marriage. You get like there's a lot of things you will work through with your spouse because you know this is for life. Yeah. Or
and
at
also
least
you know the heart they have for you.
Yeah.
There's that you have established.
So if I question that, and that's why I gave the example of it's like a cheating husband. You say there's something that
cheating husband can be forgiven,
but there's something it breaks.
Sorry?
In other quarters.
Just not with you. No, actually, the other day someone challenged me about this, and they were like, why is it that when with the cheating specifically, it is always very, very like done. There cannot be room for negotiations, room to know what happened, where they were coming from, where they were going. It's just cheat that. Why?
I think for me as a society, this is just my opinion, but I think it's because cheating has a lot of embarrassment attached to it. You see how spouses would forgive
because spouses
other
do
things.
Gambling,
but you
money
see that is not being seen. I think there's a level of pride also attached to people will know my husband cheated. If your husband, you'll find that even most women, I've had this statement among married circles, you'd rather cheat on me with a woman in Saudi Arabia than someone close to. So my point is like, so you don't mean it's not the cheating. It's not the cheating. It is the embarrassment. So I think that's why cheating is made out to be such a, but I really don't think women, if you ask a lot of women, it's not the cheating. It is people will know. Because a lot of women stay with men who cheat. But now once it becomes public, that's when you see, divorce, separation. Now they're reacting.
I'm of a different opinion.
No, that's, for me, that's what I think.
Why is society
so elevated? Yeah, why it's so elevated.
Okay. Isn't it just because marriage is I feel like we make, when we are born and when we come into the world, there are a lot of things we do not have choice upon. For example, who your parents are, your race, your tribe, like there are things, even your financial, like until you're an adult is when now you start now making different decisions. I feel like the one decision in life you have real choice and real autonomy is your spouse.
And now let me add the it's not that we are just we are Christians. You know, that's that's the thing that shakes everything.
Now, thank you very much for mentioning that. Yeah. Thank you. I wish Christianity entered the chat. Do you know, Rispa, why this is so deep for me? Yeah. Because I was saying the choice thing, like you could marry the person you really want or the person you really love. But let us for the purposes of this conversation, you did marry the person you love, but something happened along the way that you decided to cheat. And now that you've mentioned the Christian, do you realize that there are many ways in which the Bible and the secular world, like, of course, it's water and oil, right? But the one thing the secular law and the Bible agree on is that infidelity is grounds for divorce.
Can I tell you how that came to be in the Bible?
Because
men are fallen. God's ideal plan was never for us to be separated.
Yeah.
Moses allowed it because these people are sinful and they are fallen. Bala mwende muwane, go your separate ways. So even divorce being an option, being one of the ways to live, it's not because tunai uphold sana in Christianity. It was just like these sinful people. Go your separate
Mimi personally, that level of broken trust, because I feel like, again, you say like, Mimi personally, like kuna levels, the layers and layers of kwanza, especially for the people.
I was just challenged. I was just like, by the way, why is this thing so heightened for me?
Because it's the one thing that
as a professing Christian, choice.
I feel like cheating is not, you don't stumble upon cheating.
You don't.
It's a choice.
You see, the point here is not the cheater.
Yeah.
Mimi nimetoka kwa cheater. I am now dealing with myself. Mbona ninasema I cannot forgive this particular sin.
Story for another day. Mimi cheating,
Kwa
lying.
sababu mimi si Yesu.
Say yes, so anyway.
And I feel like that's so evasive,
Yeah.
but you know,
We'll deal with that
we
in
will deal
the
with
marriage
that some other time.
conversations, yeah?
Or maybe not.
or
Yeah.
maybe not.
Yeah. So if I found out a friend was being dishonest, I think I've already answered that in terms of how I would do it. So now that us guys are not cheating on each other and we've managed not to,
We're not scamming.
we're not scamming each
And
other.
scheming.
Obviously, let's maybe update our viewers. So us guys do save and invest money together. And even what we are doing right now on the Chillish podcast, this is actually a business venture together. So I think the first thing, I think I'd want to, first of all, discuss at what point did you, because I know I honestly, I don't even remember when we started like saving money together, but I know it was in 2020 when we had 2021. We had all started families, like we had now settled into our marriages. So I think my first question, first of all, is because obviously, yes, we did decide to invest together, but how did you know your money is safe with us? Or that you can trust us with your 1 million trust issues? Yeah.
So first, it's again.
So green flags. We're talking
flags.
about green flags.
We are able to talk about difficult things, and we are able to follow through difficult conversations. Money is very difficult.
Yeah.
So I was like, we're able to unravel so many layers with this babe. I feel safe with my money being with them. Two, we were already doing life together, like a lot. Like at this point, we are married. Our husbands have been introduced.
They have been forced
to be friends. We are doing dates together. I was just like, and we've talked about even children knowing each other and whatnot. I was just like, at this point, honestly,
might as well.
It's like, again, back to, I think, marriage. It's how people out here would hide things from their husbands, and you're sleeping next to this man at night.
What you keep
He might as well kill.
You're
sharing bodily fluids. You're sharing bodily fluids with this
by the way.
But your money is where you draw the line.
Apa
I
sasa?
really do not. So for me, it was the same
Nani
thing.
karatasi. Pesa ni karatasi. But
Nani
obviously,
amesema?
pesa ni karatasi.
Kwetu.
Kwenyu mmefika hiyo level, pesa ni karatasi.
But really, Rispa, it's true. Pesa ni karatasi.
So for me, it was almost like a graduation in the friendship. Like we already
are doing so
we already
much.
have so much going on. What is money that I withhold from this friendship?
Pesa utas. Hey, as Rispa would say.
Then finally, I think I admired how you both handled your money.
Yeah.
So for me also, what I also look for is, do I admire this person's stewardship with money? If I don't admire how you handle something, why would I want to mix that part with me? So I was like, I like how she handles herself with money. I think you have good principles around it, your own.
Yeah.
So I was just like, why not? So those three was the key ones.
And you?
He did.
Yeah.
There's nothing more to add.
Yeah. I think for me, it was our relationship in Pango and knowing, not like just the dynamic of the friendship, but knowing you as individuals. I think I've never had that doubt in my mind that you're women of integrity. Because that for me is, like, I've never seen you do shady things.
Shady business.
Ever. Like, hata hiyo ndo inaweza nishtua.
Like uko sure unaongelea Susan.
Hiyo ndo inaweza nishtua. So I feel like also there's values that I observed while you were in Pango. First of all, I know you're believers. Like, yani, it's just values. Like, you the way I know you as a person, I feel I've never questioned, hey, now you are anaweza. Like, so for me, I feel like that is, So can we talk about, maybe can we tell, what would you tell a viewer who's trying to figure out, is this someone who I can do money with in terms of green flags? So talk about what are your green flags or red flags? Not necessarily just yours, but what you would tell someone who's trying to figure out whether, hey,
they can do money with a friend.
Exactly. Yeah.
I like your point on, I don't know if you've said it explicitly, but someone you can navigate difficult conversations with, especially conflict. I think because we have been able to do it, I was like, even if we get like a hurdle with money, we will be able to deal with the conflicts. Like, tutavurugana, but tutafika at the end.
Agreements.
Yeah. So someone you can actually be able to navigate conflict with, because I'm sure money, definitely, kuna two parts mta.
Yeah.
I am also, I think you should be you should do money with someone whom won't embarrass you or is not out to embarrass you.
Yeah.
In the sense of, and maybe this is just also a values thing. I feel like there are people who like lord it over you, even in a business setting.
Yeah.
Like they are always just trying to paint you in a particular way, and it's just unnecessary. So already, if someone is already just doing that, kama tu mna coexist, maybe you don't want to do business with them.
Yeah.
And then I think just shared values. And this I've seen play out with other people where you have been friends, great friends, and then in specific instances, you're just like, how are you reasoning like that? So for example,
Hii ni akili moja uko nayo ama kuna ingine?
like why is that your go-to? And let me use as an example, because I think I'm trying not to juxtapose this in a way that they will find out, because I want to preserve them. So for us, when, for example, I have borrowed say money from the MMS, and then I say I'm going to pay it in 2 months. Then in the 2 months I'm not able to pay it. I come and tell you guys, hey, by the ikipita spillover, give me some more time. And I feel like I've never had to come and like explain overly.
Not even overly, just
explain. I'm just usually like, oh, what email spillover?
Kila
So
kwanza unapotanga $50.
exactly.
Talk about it.
No, there is a space where I've been, and apparently it was a conversation like, how dare you?
like, why? Give me reasons.
How dare you? I'm like, you know this person. Si ati nilienda nini Zanzibar.
Hata kama nilienda.
Like, you
I
know,
hear you
this
though.
money I've taken, si ati nimeenda, unaona nina live large.
Lavish,
But nigawe nimekata kurudisha hii pesa kwa pot. It's
You probably know what I borrowed the money for.
see ati you probably you know. So to come at someone with yours, it's just like, hey, I know we are close, but you know. So you get the pressure, so you find that mtu anaenda ana have kuomba kwingine, amalizane tu na wewe. You know, which I don't think is, it doesn't make sense. So someone who at least
Benefit
can
of
preserve
doubt,
you.
and also, and I think also benefit of doubt has a role to play, because sometimes I think also because of life, family life, work life, and all that, we don't always get a chance, even us, like, unless, other than the fact that we are intentional to meet weekly, to update each other. If we weren't doing it, we wouldn't be fully updated. Because even with all the regular meeting, we are not yet 100% updated. So I feel like benefit of doubt in the sense of, I may not really have the full picture in this kind of a scenario. Let me get the full picture first.
Before assuming.
Because like and you know, it's because you just don't know everything. You might, I mean, even your closest sister, like you're very close with your sister, you can't just say I know everything. Yeah. What are your green flags, red flags?
I think, without repeating what Rispa has said, communication. For me, if you're poor in communication, and you're going to have a lot of trouble handling money with this person, because money requires accountability.
Kabisa.
Accountability requires communication. Like she said, you borrowed money, you're supposed to pay it back. Don't expect now I come and tell you, you are supposed to pay back on 20th. It is 21st. You know where you sit. So if you're already having communication problem with this person, probably not the best person to put your money with. Amongst the things we've talked about. But I think communication is just top, at the very top.
I'd like to piggyback on what you said about accountability. I think for me, looking at whether that person understands that just because we are close friends does not mean that I need to deal disrespectfully with money. I want to give a personal example, like with me and Nelly. Nelly did loan me money, like a huge sum of money in 2021, like in the tunes of 500,000. And when she gave me the money, I didn't assume, because she's my best friend, ati sasa
You'll be laser fair about
like
it.
I'll be laissez faire. Do you remember we had an Excel sheet?
We had a shared Excel sheet.
Yeah, we had a
tracker.
shared Excel sheet, a tracker. Anytime I would pay back, like I would indicate. We had like, okay, Sawa, we'll pay this in like a year or two. I paid it in like 6 months,
Yeah,
7
took a very
months.
short
Yeah,
period.
like it's I think for
became a
me,
priority.
yeah, but also the fact that I didn't assume that because it was her,
You have to
I can be chill about it, like ile chill ya
Madharau.
ya madharau. Ni kama kwa priorities zangu juni yeye, like let's assume let's say I owned Jed, I owed Mshwari, I owed, and then as I'm doing my budget, I'm not even putting her.
Yes.
Because
you're just like, it's Nelly.
you guys, like I feel like that I think for me that one is really key in the sense, and that's one of the reasons, like for me, I think one of the things I like about us, like when we are bantering, it's banter. When it's business, it's business. If paperwork is needed, paperwork will be done. If whatever, like just like a form of respecting that this person's hard-earned money. Yes, it's Rizfa, and yes, she's my best friend, but this is still money I need to pay back. Just because it is her doesn't mean I can get
The
out
more
of
reason
it.
because
In
it is
fact,
her.
the more reason.
Actually, yes. Yeah, it should be that.
Yeah, exactly. Like especially because it is you.
I will go over and above.
Correct. Yeah. So how did we start doing money together? I think I remember I don't remember the reason. Does anyone remember why
No.
we decided to put
We
money
were
together?
just like, let's just put
Yes.
it.
Do you remember?
Yes, we had thought of the whole, let's do something, let's start a business,
Yeah.
So we had gone a lot of that back and forth, giving ideas, what do we do, and then I remember eventually we said, because we can't settle on a business or an idea, let's just open an MMF and put money, because at the end of the day, whatever idea we decide, it will require money.
Do you know,
That's how we
guys, what I
started.
remembered? I think we can put up that photo. We even took a photo.
Really?
Yes, we were in town. I remember I was wearing like a mustard sweater-ish thing. I have that photo of when we finally decided it was the MMA.
Really?
Yes, and we were in town. We met for like a breakfast date.
Wait, I was pregnant.
Why you?
That was 2020.
No, 2021.
2021. You already had
you
had
had
Nate.
Nate.
I was not pregnant.
You already had Nate. But I remember the exact...
But I know we had a lot of conversations around business.
Was it CJ's?
Yes, it was CJ.
It was CJ.
Remember
Yeah,
the
we
day
had...
we
It was...
Yeah,
I remember... No,
remember.
it was Charlie's. The Charlie's that was in town.
Oh,
Remember
then
the
I don't
Charlies that
remember
used to be in
Yeah,
town?
but I remember the Charlies.
All right. So, Rispa, maybe you can take us through how the decision on how much money to contribute was made, if you remember, and how it has since changed.
I think it was informed by, where we were. It was just because we were starting, because we started with 2K.
2K.
Right?
We started in 2000.
So, we
Because of
decided
where
to
we
do-
were financially.
Yeah.
2K, then we wanted to move to 5K, but I
At the end of the
When
year.
was that? When was
We had said...
it was very
when
recently when we decided.
2023.
Yeah, 20... No,
End
yeah.
of 2023.
Yeah.
We had said we'll start with 2K, and then towards the end of after 1 year, we double it to 5G.
Double. Ambitious. Tukasema, so we came to 5K, and I was like, yo, guys, unless you want me to die.
200,000.
Laki mbili.
Laki mbili.
Munaongea kuhusu laki?
Laki mbili.
Si afadhali mtu nyonge basi. Afadhali mtu nyonge.
Then we went to
3K, and then we didn't want
Was
a
it 3-5 or
situation.
3K?
We didn't want a situation where us, because we can do 5, we do 5, and then you do 3.
Because we wanted to have equal shares.
Let's have equal shares. Let's meet where everyone
Kila
is
mtu
comfortable.
hapo.
Yeah.
So we did 3-5.
Yes.
3-5.
We did 3-5.
Was it 3-5 or 3K?
It was 3-5. It was
3-5.
2K.
Then 3-5.
After like a
Then
year,
5.
we went to 3-5 after I think we wanted to do 5, and then we couldn't.
Yeah.
So we did 3-5.
And then now we
Then now
recently,
5K.
last year, but
last
2024 kianza.
tukianza 2024
There we
5.
decided to do
5,000.
5,000 per
Fine, na
month.
tuja revisit yo.
Yeah, we need to.
Do you want to go higher?
So the reason I'm asking is because I want to give us our opinion. At that point where we are having the discussion for whether to do 2K or whatever, did you feel hard? Did you feel like, what was your opinion on how the process was? Like how we went through that whole process of deciding, fine, it's 2K, then it's 3-5, then it's 5,000. Did you feel hard?
I felt
Or-
hard.
yeah,
I felt
hard.
hard. I don't think we had a lot of tagging and pulling.
Yeah.
I think you give a suggestion of a number, there's a reaction, then you're like, okay, how about this other number?
Yeah.
So I think it was very cordial.
Okay, yeah. So we put the money in the money market fund. I think so far we've bought one treasury bill and then it matured, then the money went back. So my question is, how has that us putting money together benefited you?
Mimi kama the greatest beneficiary.
Facility.
Liquid funds.
Me, the day
Yo.
do you remember that day when I told you guys, you need, sorry.
Your pesa imenisaidia guys.
There's a day, how much did I, like that day? 200 and something.
Nikaona imetingika. Nikasema wow.
Let me tell you, that's the day I was like,
Thank God.
I have friends I can call for a quick million.
I know. And that will be us at the end of the year.
Oh, I have friends I can
loved
be
it.
like, I need I can lose 5 milli, guys. I used to by there because it was, I needed the money.
I remember.
at 8.
Yeah.
And I was just like, guys, cool. Withdraw to 90K.
Bye. Uko tu MMM. Dear, we want to withdraw. Hiyo pesa
Hiyo imenisaidia hata hivyo.
Yeah.
Imenisaidia.
Yeah.
And also the fact that we're able to start this
Exactly. The
podcast
yeah.
without
wondering
digging
where
up.
it's coming from. Yeah.
Because this would have been
Ite
hectic.
Nyakasongo.
Tungekuwa tuna
Yeah.
tungekuwa na lot of
Mtu ana feel like it's heavy.
it would have been heavy.
Yeah.
So I think it eased us into this. So we don't have to have a lot of headache around putting it as part of your personal budget.
Yes.
Yeah.
For
Because you know
something.
it will
something.
benefit.
Yeah, it will benefit, and we are all okay with some part of the pot paying coming into this. So I think
Yeah.
those two
Because
are my highlights.
the first few episodes, it paid for everything. The videographer, the makeup,
Everything.
Photo shoot. Guys, setting up a by them like, subscribe.
Yeah,
It's only expensive. Tafadhali mtufikishe 1K.
wasa wakinisupport walai mi naweza fika huko juu na understand.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, it's
a lot of
to
investment.
set up.
It is
Yeah.
an investment.
And I think a lot of people, even when they're trying to navigate wanting to start a business together, the whole idea of where capital will come from, I think stops people from doing it. Because you see, imagine if now we had to sit, do a budget, and then each of us individually now decide, so I'll
much
bring
I'm
this
getting.
much, I bring this much. I feel like maybe it will
tungeanza next year.
Yeah, especially not in next year. Okay, hope not. Yeah. You, how has it benefited you?
Same.
Yeah.
I remember even during my wedding, I think tulikuwa sijui na like 50K. Tulikuwa tunataka sijui kufanya nini. Nikamwambia tu guys, 50K needed urgently. Harusi ni kesho.
Yeah.
So,
Do you think that, I personally think that, especially like close friends, this might be controversial, but again, we are here, so we might as well. I genuinely feel like, especially, I don't know where this is informed by my work and the fact that I coach a lot of women who are in uncomfortable situations, especially in romantic relationships, that they cannot leave or get reprieve from because of lack of money. And like every time I think,
Yeah.
every time I think about the fact that guys, we love our husbands, disclaimer.
But imagine we can get out of the marriage.
Imagine
Hivi tu. Wasema, guys, timeni pesa natoka.
come for me and my children.
Yeah. So
Have you
sometimes,
paid rent for the new apartment? But I'm not
guys.
advocating for divorce.
Yeah. And that's how I
We are
started
not,
with the,
but we are
saying,
tukife kwa ndoa,
yeah,
guys.
we are saying, sometimes I feel like when people have, especially women, because sometimes I feel like that disadvantageous situation when it comes to money and relationships sometimes really leans heavier to the woman.
It does.
So I usually, like, sometimes I feel like the fact that we have that dynamic where we have quite a bit of money together, and then this dynamic that we have, sometimes I wish all women had that. Yeah, like the fact that, because I've been in scenarios where like someone genuinely, like why it's not for the money situation, they would leave. Like they would, so they're like, okay, sasa natoka niende wapi? Naenda na pesa gani? Mtoto wangu lazima ingie shule.
The partner is the sole breadwinner.
Exactly. Or even if they're
heavy
not,
lifting.
or the heavy lifting is
Or
on
even
them.
the initial amount that comes with a move.
Yeah, because you need rent, you need deposit. You're probably not going to carry things from your your marital home, you need to buy others. So I feel like for me, I feel like I usually have like in the back of my mind, not that I need a way out, but like I usually feel like if I'm ever in like, no really, if I'm ever in real financial trouble, I won't stay in a...
Like money will not be the contributing
not be
factor
the reason
Yeah,
to
maybe-
why you are in a marriage you feel you need to leave.
Yeah. And forget even I'm married. Even if I was employed now, you remember like the toxic workplace that I was in? Because mine was a really, really bad situation. If we had done that then, and if we had this now, I wouldn't have stayed as long as I did.
Actually, true.
By the way,
I wouldn't. Unajua mimi nilikuwa na kazi unashanga nitaenda wapi?
Because literally next
Ungeza
month's
set
rent
up
is
kitu
not
I would
there.
have, you know what I'd have done at the time that, like, cause unaona by year 2, I already knew this isn't it. I'd have borrowed money from the group and paid 6 months rent. Because
Just
it
for
took
peace
me
of
a
mind.
whole maybe 3 to 6 months to figure out what I will do outside of employment. So if I knew, because for me my biggest issue was rent, because I wasn't married then.
That's true.
Yeah. So I was like, if I had like us and we had this group and we had the money, I'd have borrowed enough for that, and then now I
Figure it
Yeah,
out.
then I figure it out after that, because I could like I stayed 2 more years. Because like I was
money.
constantly complaining and whatnot. I think when we were talking about highs lows, I feel like that's something I should have mentioned in last week's episode. Because like for me being in that company also affected us. Because the reason I wasn't able to go to Nelly's graduation in LD was because like they worked us to the bone, like from 7 to sometimes na unalipwa vibaya on top of all of that. Actually, the payment for overtime was, people will know which company it is. Let's move on.
But don't all companies give pizza?
Yeah, like pizza. It
But
was
you know, why
food
do
and
companies
Ubers.
do that? Like, bala ya kuongeza tu pesa kwa mfuko yako, anataka kukubaia sijui.
No, we're very grateful.
No, we're very extremely
Grateful. Yeah. So we were working for like over, like I kid you not, like over 15 hours sometimes in a day, and your payment for that is Uber to go home at 1 o'clock, 1
Change
a.m.
and
in
come
the
back.
night. Yes, and then KFC. Like I'm like unhealthy
Imagine I
food.
resonate.
I'm not even getting vegetables. I'm not even getting my
Pale
veggies.
working at 3 a.m.
Imagine, so for me, I feel like that's what I mean by toxic situations. I don't just mean marriage. I'm just like, if I know that I have people who would get this and understand, and there's a pool of
blessing.
money, I feel like this is something that I feel friends can like a form of
if nothing else, this can be a safety net.
net.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and I said that's why I was saying I wish more people had friends they can do that with.
Yeah, I agree.
In a setting for, by the way, no strings attached. We know you will pay this money back.
Yes.
Even if it takes 10 years.
Yeah, we know you will pay it back. But for me, money, especially with you guys, makes no sense if it's there. I'm seeing it in the money market fund, and you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Like it's. What are we doing?
What's the point?
Yeah, what are we doing? So I think I really like that about that. So finally, maybe the last question is, how safe have you felt? Like, because we've been put in money, we've borrowed money, we have said we will pay, we've paid later, we've said we'll pay, we've paid immediately, we've seen a bill and decided. Like, how safe have you felt expressing your opinions about money within this group, like in terms of how it's been handled, in terms of are you really for this? Are you like, have you ever felt? And what do you think, if you felt safe, what do you think brings that sense of like safety, especially in terms of expressing yourself? And the reason I ask is because, again, because of my work, I see people really just taking it in a group setting. Like you're really not happy or you're not for the way things are, but then it's like you feel disenfranchised. It's like, since wameamua hivyo,
Yani majority.
nani
Itatokea tu.
utasema tu.
Hata kama I'm feeling bad, nitasema I'm feeling bad.
Yeah. So you've never not felt safe to express?
No, I can't
like,
say I have.
Yeah.
Also me, honestly.
Hey guys, are we lucky?
I think there's an aspect. You remember?
Is it luck? Because
No,
I feel like someone who's watching us would be like, kwani kila kitu ina working itu kwa your friendship?
Well,
No,
going by
but-
episode 1 and 2. No.
We've had these conversations before where Tenji specifically has said we live in a bubble, the three of us.
I've had that.
We've had that statement.
Yeah.
Where a lot of things happen, especially with female friendships, we don't get to experience. I would say there's an aspect of luck in terms of we found each other, and heavy on God more than luck.
Yeah.
but there's also a lot of work we have put into it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't necessarily say it's luck.
It's just
God.
luck.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's aspects of that. But honestly, the level of work we have put into this, guys.
But this one, yeah, like we
Like,
talk about
we
everything.
talk about things, we
Yeah.
fight, we cry, tunakasirikiana.
We write letters.
We write letters. when words are not
When
working.
words are not, they're just like, let me go home.
Because you're not hearing me.
You're not hearing me. You remember when we were at Cafe to Rivers? Tukasema tu, you know what?
Actually,
Ni kama, we will write each other letters. I will
How
send
ni
it.
skizi.
Ni kama tuelewani.
but then we were
that
hitting
level
a wall
of-
that
A
day.
wall, like,
Everything Rispa was saying was triggering me.
So you cannot tell me there's luck.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of work, and I think female friendships don't do that a lot.
okay, yeah.
Like we said, I don't know if it's episode 1 where the chances you're giving Kamau, like give your female friends those chances. Oh, boyfriend umerudia mara 50, like
Rudia Rispa mara 50.
like give your female friend the same benefit of
Yeah,
doubt, because
yeah.
we don't do that with our female friends.
Yeah.
And we tend to demonize female friendships because of that.
Yeah.
And like Crispa said, it's human nature to be selfish. It's not women are selfish.
Yeah.
So I think
Or women talk about each other.
or women are not, like the negative narrative is just a lot.
Yeah.
So it's beyond luck. We really put in the effort and the work.
Yeah, I think I agree with you, because also sometimes I've found myself in instances in our relationship, the three of us, that have just been like, ni must. Like, no, like,
I want to continue.
why is it so
Niko na nguvu ya
intense?
hii relationship.
Even you one feels like, I feel all of our husbands think we're intense. Like in terms of hii kitu inakuanga ni kama iko serious.
Ni lazima.
Especially when the tears and the ako like, huyu ni nani unalilia haswa?
And that's why I was told, exactly. That's why I was told I give a lot of grace to you people that I don't offer, because he has seen me handling other friendships, and it's like, sasa na Rispa unalianga huku unawapea na chances. Mtu akikukosea huku nje mara moja, I cut them off. So you cut off Rispa and Susan. I'm like, I can't cut them off. Those ones, no.
If we're to cut each other off.
No.
Yeah, so I
Our lives would be so miserable.
it would be really bad. So I genuinely feel the reason I asked that is because still what Nelly has been saying, I think in the past 2 episodes, I think success in money, and I teach this even when we are doing financial coaching, has more to do with your emotional intelligence than it has with whether you're a good money manager or not. Because I feel like our ability to merge all of these things, because we don't all earn the same. We've had instances of severe job loss, instant job loss,
Instant coffee, instant job loss.
you know. But like we've never all been at a place where we can say,
the
Sasa, we are
same.
the same. Because also I've had the narrative for, if you want like money to work amongst friends, like you people need to be like on the same level in a way. Like in terms of sisi wote tunaweza afford chama ya 10K. You get. Yeah.
There are months where 5K has been a stretch for me.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, we said 5K. Like, so it's not at 5K, even currently as it is. There's some months I'm like,
we're thriving in the 5K.
no, it's because I know there's a goal we have towards this, and we made commitments, and you must follow through your commitment.
Yeah. Okay. Last question, and this is a bonus.
kwani
Last question, Aki. In our rich life,
Yes.
what are we doing in our rich life?
We are traveling.
Like, what's your wildest, your wildest hope for us in terms of
We are
money?
just chilling.
Yeah.
For me,
We are chilling. We are traveling. We have your passive income in unasema, whatever that looks like, whether it is we have set up something, but also I would hope that we are doing like community work.
Yeah.
Like we are doing something that excites you, excites me.
But it's helping community.
Yes.
Rispa is the queen of community. In case
I believe in people.
in case you've never caught it, Rispa
I
is
believe in people.
yeah,
guys.
pro community,
Yeah.
pro
sees the good in people,
sees the good in people, positive,
not skeptical.
not
Mbona mnaongea
skeptical.
Because it's a good thing.
Yeah. And you, in your rich life, what are we doing?
In my rich life, we are living together.
Right?
We are living together, whether it's in whatever acres of land, but we are together
Tuko
physically.
karibu.
Yeah.
Physically close proximity to each other. And we're not working to pay bills.
Yeah.
We are not working. Like, work is beyond survival, if now meaningful. Like Rispa said, community. So for me, heavy on the living together.
Yeah.
And work is beyond, like work is beyond now paying bills and surviving.
Yeah.
It's very impactful, it's meaningful, it is purpose driven, but heavy on the living together, guys.
Yo, since mekwa deep, me in my rich life, we are like
where were you?
jets, we are taking jets, we are like, honestly, like soft life in ile like
Pro Max.
where hey mpaka tu watu wako okay sawa guys, we get it, you people are rich. We get it, honestly. But also I think the like helping community, like I want to have the kind of money that will impact, like especially I feel like we have very passionate private discussions about things we hate in the world and how things run in like in our rich life. We have the kind of money to effect change in those areas, like, you know.
And I feel like for me, even for the Chillish pod, as early as next year, we will do something.
For sure. I mean, it's in the pipeline. So, yeah. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Let us know in the comment section. This has been fun. I hope it's been, for us, I hope it's been fun for you guys.
And also, just set up that MMF with your friends.
Just start, by the way.
And send it on a 1K.
In 2 years,
you will love it.
You will thank yourself that you
will
started
thank
with the
yourselves.
500 bob a month.
Yeah. Awesome. Till next Sunday, we've been Rispa, Nelly. We've been Susan, Nelly, and Rispa. You guys get it. Bye.